I'm just going to follow that little video up with some small techniques that I've learned that really help me to feel a little bit more balanced in the midst of everything. I have my house full of lamps. I have selenite lamps, rose quartz lamps, and salt lamps. I have the white salt lamps because I am someone who really likes the light and I find winter difficult. So the lamps that I have are all sort of white based color to cream, and the rose quartz one is very, very light. So these help me feel better. Exercise. I start my day with exercise. It elevates my energy. It gets my body moving. It warms me up. I find that starting the day with movement, even if for some people it's just a very gentle walk, yoga, stretching. I do triathlon, but my energy is naturally very high, even though I struggle with feeling the world's heaviness sometimes. So if I start the day on a positive note with my exercise, I realize that I have absolutely no excuse. While I'm on the bike training, or if I have an opportunity, I will listen to positive motivational talks, YouTube, music, anything really to get me in a good frame of mind, and just reminding myself of my nature, which is positive. Things can feel dense out there, especially if you're sensitive to people and things around you. I don't think it's great to start the day listening to the world news. Media, journalism, it's all pulling our strings these days. They've studied so much into the psychology of it all and how we respond. I think they're just constantly keeping us on an edge of fear and what's next. We barely have a moment to think or even ask if what we're being told is the truth. So just be mindful of that there could be a lot hitting you on various forms of media that may be affecting how you feel, especially if you're sensitive. I use crystals a lot. So in my hand here, I have 2 different kyanite. You can see that they're very different colors, but this is just the crystal that I'm drawn to at the moment. Kyanite is a very, very high energy crystal. So this is a green one and this is a blue one. And I have crystals everywhere. I have them in the clinic. They're there for my clients and to just create the space. They have a lot of special healing energy. That said, even though my rock collection might have freaked the bank manager out at times, just picking up stones or shells when you're out walking, leaves, cones, anything from Mama Nature has a massive balancing effect for us. I'm working with one client at the moment and he is challenged to get outside in nature. Although saying that in the last month he's made a change to his work location so that he is very close to the ocean and can get out and get his feet into the sea. But we even discussed putting a sand pit under his desk so he could just get his feet into the earth. Walking around barefoot is very good for us as well. Lying flat on the floor, just getting ourselves on the ground and grounded and letting ourselves just relax. Most of us don't realize that we're running around and we're all tight and tense and holding everything and we're not breathing, and our bodies then have problems with cramping, poor energy, headaches, migraines, and it's down to posture. It's not that there's something wrong with you. We're just not holding ourselves the right way. We're not breathing deep down into our abdomens. So I'll often lie down. In fact, I'm sitting on our spare room bed at the moment and I'll probably flatten myself out on it shortly and I'll just let everything drop and relax. There's no structure to my meditation. I'll just go where I need to go. I'll go into my body or I'll go out of my body. I'll connect with my spirits and my guides, or I'll connect with myself. But I will stop. And I will be quiet and silent, and I will allow the thoughts and the busyness and everything that's flying around in here just drop. It takes a bit of practice. You're going to go up, and then you're going to let it go, and then you're going to think again, and after a while, you'll get better at just letting it all drop, and you'll feel your body drop, and you'll feel your thoughts drop, and to try and put yourself in your heart space. And sometimes the use of color can be helpful, just wrapping yourself in color or breathing, or if I really am challenged to turn my mind off, especially at nighttime, even if I'm not doing a meditation, I'll get a stone and I'll just pop it on my forehead. And if you do this, it could be just any nice flat stone that you find out walking. It will be cold. And that coldness will draw your mind to your third eye and away from everything else. And just focus in the space behind the stone. Sorry, I look ridiculous. But try it. Good for children too. Stones, crystals they're incredible. They all hold energy. We know in science that molecules of energy, and anything, even if it's solid or appears to be less solid and more fluid, it's molecules bumping around together. It's just, it appears different ways to us, and they all hold different vibrations, and colors hold different frequencies. We don't need to understand it. We don't need to analyze it. If it calls you and you're drawn